Fellas, welcome in, welcome back. We've been off. We're here. The Lower Rung podcast brought to you by WCR Sales Reps, myself, John B. Man, I can't ever get the reverse here. And Zane down below. John B moved into his new mansion this week. That's why
Let's
he looks
go.
different.
That's right. It's got
Heard
3
that.
pools. Most of them are upstairs. It's pretty cool.
Is it Steve-O's old mansion?
But we're getting an addition.
Okay, gotcha.
I keep getting calls like, "Oh, hey, is John B there?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. Let me transfer you."
Yeah.
Austin's doubling as my secretary lately.
He's not available right now. Please leave a message. But
It's been
yeah,
pretty
man,
good. We had AI take over for a little while. They changed all of our passwords, so we got them all back, and now we're up and running again.
Let's go.
And we got some new stuff since the last time we've been on. I think we got like solar poles come with 23-inch brushes. The end of those are fiberglass, so you don't get shocked. What else we got new? We got some new stuff.
Yeah, there's a new hand carry reel for like pole hose. Did you see that?
Yes, for like the electrical cord hose reels.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank God. I'm tired of telling people to go to Home Depot. I'm glad we actually have those on site now.
Right.
Yeah, it's sweet. And did we already talk about the Acme adapters? I think we might have last week.
I don't know if we did.
No.
Yeah, new metal adapters. Those are awesome.
Metal.
Like anodized, blue and green. Mike, I have not ghosted you. I'll fill you in later. I actually filled Zane in before the podcast, but
You did.
And don't tell Mike.
I'm alive and well. Had some stuff going on.
Another thing you can fill in is the 40-inch DIs that we have with the shoulder sling or on a cart or,
True.
I tried. I'm no John B, but I tried to. You can fill it with resin, and I'm out of here. That's all.
Fill it up. There you go. Boom. Done.
Yeah.
Got the legs.
New. We got some new stuff. Buy from us. We're WCR sales reps. That's how we make our money. Mike said, "Fill in me." I think he meant fill me in. Crack.
He said, "Fill in me crack." That sounds like a pirate or Mr. Krabs.
Oh.
Fill in me crack. But I think he may have been trying to say my crack. I don't know.
There are new World Enterprise Boabs too.
I saw that today. Different colors, yeah.
I need to take a little scroll through the website because I'm uninformed.
There's a gray one. I would imagine if you pair that up with some wagtail tools, you're looking at a pretty good combo there. If you're, into, maintaining a color.
Yeah. I just got Gracie a pink samurai bucket on a belt. So that's nice. She's been working with me more. So she got a nice bright pink bucket on a belt. Shout out to Jared. Thank you, Jared. If you would like an Aztec samurai, you can buy from one of us. But thank you to Jared Martinez for the bucket on a belt. That's pretty cool. That pink is sharp. I like it.
You can't lose it.
Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we have some fast shipping, dude. Shout out to the warehouse, the WCR warehouse.
For sure.
As soon as you order that up, they're just wiping it off the shelf, man. We got to get it out.
Everybody's killing it over there in person. I mean, it's it's one thing how it runs efficiently regularly throughout the year, but like at this time of the year, especially Memorial Day sale, things are flying off the shelves, purchasing, doing a good job trying to keep everything, in stock, receiving, pretty much everybody. Really everybody, it's pretty crazy what we're able to get out, like 500, 600 orders a day in some cases, which is insane.
Yeah, FedEx truck. That was
full
of WCR.
Loaded. Yeah.
Was that the first one of the day, or was that because I know that we have a couple that come through? Pretty crazy.
Dude, respect to everyone in the warehouse and John B too. Like, I want to go and I want to see firsthand what the process is because I know it's a lot and I know it's crazy, but I feel like seeing it in person would just blow my mind even more and open my eyes to realize like how crazy it actually is.
Yeah, because go ahead, John.
I was just going to say the efficiency, the way it's set up is like in a way that allows it to just kind of like flow through like production on one side, just as far as like the physical stuff, the office is in one area, and then you have the production that leads into all the receiving, and then the products, and then picking those, and then moving over into like checking and packing,
Right.
and then shipping. Everything's like triple checked, and we make sure that uh, we're always it's just crazy how like that it's set up with all the carriers that come through multiple times a day. I mean,
Right.
there's like not anything that hasn't been thought of, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Kind of a double negative.
Yeah, I sometimes feel like I'm super busy as a sales rep. I'm like, okay, this guy called me. I need to email him back. I'm looking at these pictures. And then you think about the warehouse. Like you said, 700 orders. People are
Right.
running around like a chicken with their head cut off. And then the office, like it's one thing when you have one person that's like, hey, can you combine these orders? But then like 4 sales reps do it. So someone has to walk
Right.
around, find the paper, put them 2 together, tell the warehouse. You're like, I cannot believe the building is not on fire. This is insane.
Yeah, right. No,
Yeah.
it runs pretty smoothly. I mean, a lot of people, because we're so good at it, we almost shoot ourselves in the foot in some cases, because people like expect everything to go out so
Right.
quickly. A lot of times this year, we try and get things out super fast, but we with Memorial Day and a lot of people putting in orders because of the sale and everything, I think it's a lot of orders. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the warehouse does a great job in getting everything out so quickly.
You do get a bit spoiled. Like, you're so used to same day shipping and getting everything here, when it's like, hey, unfortunately, we've had 8,000 orders. So it's actually going to ship out not right now, but tomorrow morning. And it's like, dude, cancel it. I'm done. Like,
And you know what's funny is, like you said, we're spoiled. We're so used to
Right.
that. One time I ordered Huck boots, which was in Texas. I overnighted them and it took 4 days. And I was like, oh, well,
Right.
it
Yeah.
sucks. Like,
Right.
you overnight something from WCR, it will be on your doorstep in the morning. I overnighted a Zero Pure and a Pro 30 to Florida from New York. It was there the next morning.
Well, we are
Yeah.
in Florida, New York.
I was
So.
about to say, yeah, it's not too far. Same town. Every
State to
time I
state.
tell someone that, so the warehouse in Florida, New York. Oh wow, sunny down there, huh? I'm like, yep, sure is. Like,
Yeah.
sunny New York State. Yeah,
Gators, a lot of gators there.
I'm just like, we're in New York somewhere.
yeah, that's probably what I need to say.
Yeah.
Close to Jersey. It's pretty close.
Very close to one of the other sales reps, Jersey.
Well, the state, I mean, sorry.
Yeah. And I don't know if we touched on this. We got new glossy trad poles. So that's cool.
Yeah.
We could probably be featuring them on the next week's episode, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's our Jamie? Where's our little production guy?
Dude, we need him. J-Mo.
I was watching a TikTok of Joe Rogan yelling at Jamie because his coffee wasn't made the way he wanted.
Oh, geez.
That's gotta be AI, right?
It's like,
Or was it
Jamie,
real?
coffee sucks.
Was it a joke? Because I feel like Jamie probably has somebody that
Jamie's
he
the
yells
dog.
at about his coffee.
Yeah.
He's moved on up in the world.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even the first producer, Red Band, is still like paid, and he doesn't
Right.
even work there, but he's like on retainer.
Do you think he goes to the bar and like tries to pick up chicks? Like, I'm Jamie from Joe Rogan.
You may
Just
know
No,
he is.
people are like,
Young
we've
Jamie.
never seen you. I don't believe you.
Every
Well, it's
40-year-old
like,
dude is like, dude, J-Mo, what's up?
So, dude.
Probably
Play-
find him at a golf course near Austin area.
Yeah.
I DM'd Joe Rogan one time to clean his windows for free for photos for our website, and he never replied. So
I'm sure he wants photos of his house all over your website. I would.
this is a deal. What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm like, we don't have anybody even relatively close that I would be like, please. I guess, well, now we have Coach Calipari up in Fayetteville. I'd go clean his windows. That would be sick. But
Coach K lives next to you?
no, not Coach K. That's Krzyzewski. Calipari from Kentucky. He lives up in Fayetteville now.
The
That's not
basketball.
Coach. Yeah, that's not Coach K. Different people. Coach K is Mike Krzyzewski from Duke. Calipari's
Oh,
with a C.
but he's like the gray-haired feller.
Yeah, the guy that looks like he's in the mob.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all the same.
Yeah, pretty
Millionaires
much.
that get paid to coach basketball.
Yeah. But, you know,
That I have no knowledge of, but I want to agree with everything that was just said.
Yeah.
it's all true. I mean, don't even check the facts. It is true.
The last time we were on the podcast, I was going to the Mavericks game. Boy,
Oh, yeah.
I was there when they clinched, and
That's
it
pretty
was
hard.
it was
Yeah.
Were
insane.
you clinched sitting?
Yeah.
Whole city was outside, went nuts. Good series so far, but Pacers got swept.
Now
Yeah.
ass clenched.
Yeah,
And a Mavs Celtics finals is going to be cool. But I don't know. I feel so bad because I've loved the Mavs my whole life, and now I feel like I can't claim this playoff run because I've liked the Thunder a little more this year. So
is
it's kind of
Gordon
a
Hayward still on the Thunder?
yeah. He played 48 total minutes in the playoffs and scored 0 points. So
Yeah,
He's not making that much noise, you would say.
I would not know.
would not say
Hmm.
that. No. Well, I went to the
Well,
game and I saw the Thunder there, and he's like one of my favorite players. I didn't even know he was on the team.
Yeah, he got traded for I can't remember, but they traded something for him. But it's like in Sam Presti, he's the GM of the Thunder. He was like, "Yeah, my bad on that. Probably shouldn't have done that." Because Gordon Hayward was crying about like not getting enough playing time and not being utilized, I believe. Which it sounds like a lot to say he played 48 minutes and scored 0 points, but that 48 minutes is over like the span of 10 games or something like that. So he would play like 2 minutes a quarter, maybe not really getting the rotation, and then he was goaded on the Jazz, and then ever since then it's been different.
Been pretty rough.
Yeah, big time.
I had a friend who had no idea of like ice time in hockey, like
Mhm.
shifts, like how long
Right.
shifts are, and they're like usually less than a minute.
Right,
But I'm like, if you imagine having to ice skate and then, going back and forth in, 200 feet total,
right,
you exert yourself pretty quickly.
right.
It's
I
hard to
did
like
explain, I guess, but I don't know. Makes sense to me.
it makes sense to me. Like that's a full minute of like if you were just doing sprints for a minute at a time and then resting for like 3 or 4 minutes and then doing sprint, like you would not want to sprint for more than 1 minute. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't.
Right.
But yeah,
Right. So like a good defenseman in the NHL plays like 25 minutes per game, and that's
right,
considered, a lot of ice time.
right,
So it's I guess hard for somebody to everything looks easy, I guess,
right,
until you actually try it, right?
right.
Yes. Like these golfers
Which
are
is a sentiment.
it's too easy.
Yeah, exactly. A sentiment for baseball as well, because the Mets players have given up since our last
Oh
podcast.
yeah. How about your
Have you
boy?
seen
Yeah.
you
Dude
seen
threw
what's
his
been going
glove
on?
and oh yeah, man. Yeah. Downhill
Pretty
slide
wild.
for the Mets.
Burn it
Well, I
down.
mean,
Trade
the
anyone.
Rangers are like right below 500, so we're trash. Like we're just
Barely
not
above
good
the
this year.
Astros.
Yeah. So I don't know. But maybe we'll get hot at the right time. Like
Got a
last
lot
year.
of games
know.
left.
You just wish you had those early wins.
Got a lot of games left.
I will take absolutely sucking in the beginning of the season and then getting hot in October and winning the World Series over going 162-0 and getting bounced from the playoffs. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you just want to make
162-0 would be pretty sick. But
you just want to make sure you're at least on the trajectory, like you're realizing that you're going to make the playoffs by the trade deadline, because
right,
if you're still bad by then, I mean, it's like,
right,
tougher to make a run, I guess. But I feel like trade deadline acquisitions, at least from what I know in the NHL, a lot of times it's like they got a guy and they still didn't win the cup, or
Yeah.
they got like a big
right,
time guy and it just
right.
was like that was it, and he didn't even re-sign with them.
Yep.
That was Max Domi last year for the Stars. That's exactly what that was. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he went to Toronto, I think.
Yeah, he's up in Toronto now. But
Yeah.
Stars are looking good. That's a nice series
Yeah.
with the Oilers. I'm excited. So we'll see what
Yeah,
happens
that
there.
tied up
But
last night, I think, right?
yeah, yeah. McDavid's so good. Like, it's just
Yeah.
unfair how good he is. Like if I can't watch I've been trying to watch every game, but on the nights that I can't, I just look down on my phone and it's like McDavid scored, McDavid scored, McDavid scored. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's just like video game stuff.
Yeah.
I like
He's
their
crazy.
highlighter green jerseys.
Oh yeah, dude, people trash those all the time, and I love them. The black
John
and the
hates
neon.
I'm
Yeah, I
not a
like
fan.
them.
It looks weird on TV. Maybe like it's probably cool to like buy that jersey, but to me it just looks strange. It looks like a cheap kind of like starter sweatshirt that you would find like from like 2002.
Okay, I can see that now that you say that.
I do
Yeah.
like their regular home jerseys though.
The green ones.
Those are
They
sweet. Yeah.
have a throwback white that is like white and
Yes.
patterned silver with the green accents. That's my favorite one. Those are
That
so
looks pretty
sick.
cool. That I
Yeah,
wouldn't want to get one
right.
because it would
I've
just
got
get
a
dirty for me within like
I've
2
got a
days.
Jamie Benn, just the regular Kelly green, and I like it, but I'm like, oh, I mean, I like Jamie Benn. Obviously, you kind of have to as a Stars fan, but not my first choice. But it was like when I first started liking it, and I'm like, oh, I want a jersey so bad. And then I'm like, I would rather have like a Rope Hintz or a Heiskanen or something like that. But what can you
That
do?
Robertson is a
Yeah.
good player too.
Well, I'm an Ottinger man through and through. The Otter jersey would probably be. But I don't know. My very first game was against the Blues, and Rope Hintz had 2 shorthanded goals in the same game, and I was
Okay.
like, okay, that was nasty. So Rope is my favorite for sure. Love Heiskanen, just defensive presence, and then Ottinger, and
Yeah,
then
he's a
everything
beast
after that
too.
was like,
Then
yeah.
they
Did you
have
see
that
the save?
Wyatt Johnston.
Yeah, like second year kid who's just insane too. So
Yeah.
this is the window, though. We got to win it this year, maybe next year. But after that,
Well,
it's like
that Ottinger's young.
I know, but that core we have of Sagan and Ben and Pavelski, like they're just getting so old. So I think
Yeah.
it's for that leadership. Like that's the championship team. You got to have the old guys being leaders, the young guys who can kind of be up and come. But we've got the right mix right now. The window's kind of closing though. So
Yeah, they remind me of the Kings, like when they were winning back in, 2012 and
right,
2015. They've got those
yeah,
like older vets that are like
oh yeah,
jacked and like giant guys.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, good team.
Austin, what do you
Fun
think
team.
about?
Yeah, I'm following. I like hockey.
So
We
it's like
had
McDavid and Drysaitel versus
right,
everyone, pretty
yeah,
much.
literally.
And then
We
they
had
had Hyman.
yeah. I don't know. Like I get so pumped up because I'm like, dude, like there's no way we're gonna lose the series. And then I just remember, like, nope, it's the NHL and that's Connor McDavid. Like you're just not gonna do anything. So I don't know. It'll be exciting. It'd be nice to go to 7. I obviously don't want to go to 7, but it would be exciting. So
I just hope it's not the Oilers versus the Rangers. I'll
yeah,
not watch a second of it.
yeah. I'm out on that one. But yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
game
All
sevens
right.
are fun.
Love game sevens.
Yeah.
04 Boston Red Sox game 7.
Oh man, does it get any better?
I don't
Have you
think
watched? You watched the 30 for 30 on that whole series?
it's amazing.
Like just top tier. Like I'll watch that every single time.
Like
Yeah.
I think about all the guys that the Red Sox had, just like
Just
even
nuts,
the
dude.
utility players. Right.
Right.
Just like it's
Yeah.
good.
Oh man.
And
Yeah.
then the
Blake
Sox
Drummond
hadn't won
got-
for like ever before then, right?
yeah,
Right.
it was that was the curse of
Yeah.
100 years or something. What was that guy that had the long hair and then he cut his hair? Can't think of his name.
I don't know.
Not Matt Damon. One of them Damons.
Johnny Damon?
Johnny Damon? Maybe it was Johnny Damon.
Or no. The Johnny Damon was the younger brother because it was the dude in Moneyball. He played for the A's and then got traded to the Sox.
And he had
Is
long
it Johnny
hair.
Damon?
It might. I gotta Google this. I think it was Johnny Damon.
Jonah Hill. No.
Oh, right. Dude,
It was Johnny Damon. Yes.
what was the younger brother then? Because he had a younger brother.
His brother is James Damon.
Am I
Jason
tripping here?
Garrett. No.
Maybe
I don't
I'm
know.
tripping. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Yep. It's one of them fellas.
Yeah,
No, it's Matt Damon. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
there we go. Yeah,
That was one of them.
no.
There's a baseball player named Wilmer Flores for the San Francisco Giants. Oh, which, by
Yeah.
the way, I went to a Mets game over the weekend. Pretty good
Oh,
stuff.
dude, how was
Who'd they
that?
play?
It was good. They played the Giants, and they
Nice.
did what the Mets do, where they play a great game throughout, and then kind of lead for a little bit. The other team ties it up, and then they disappoint in,
Right.
crazy fashion. But we saw some extra innings, so that was cool, regardless of the outcome. Good
Yeah.
weather,
Nice.
good time.
Yeah, dude.
I
Can't beat that.
saw one time Jason Worth retired and went to like a random like scrimmage game, like a not a softball, but like adult league baseball. It was
Right.
just like pimping homers. They're like, "Who is this guy?" He's like, "Oh, I used to play in the MLB a little bit."
That's awesome.
It's weird because he's pretty distinctive looking, and if you're
Yes.
playing
Right.
baseball, I feel like
Right.
it's weird to not know him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
long hair, long beard.
That's
Who
like when
is?
sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say, who is like everyone has the weird like utility player who's not the star that you watch as a kid and you just love. Like, who's that for you guys? Any sport. It could be baseball.
Morgan Insberg. You'll
There you
probably don't
go.
know who that is.
Not a clue.
He was on the Stros.
I think like baseball is the most fun sport to have a guy like that.
Yeah.
Because like there are guys that like either they have some like lore about them,
Right.
Um, hockey, it's a little tough. I guess it would be like a kind of like gritty guy that has scored goals.
Yeah.
I mean, there was David Clarkson who played for the Devils. He was always kind of like a fighter, but scored some pretty good goals.
Right.
And then Toronto signed him for like a ridiculous amount of money, and he just
And they
like
just
never
fell off.
scored again.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
The
funny. But
Rangers had this Korean guy, Shin Soo Choo. He was the leadoff batter for. I have his bobblehead somewhere over here, but
Remember
leadoff
him?
batter forever, and the dude would just rake. Like it was like that was the team. Like when we had like Joey Gallo, Rougned Odor, like all these dudes that would just hit bombs or strike out, and that was it. And it was like the most fun thing. So like watching Shin Soo Choo, just some. He really wasn't even that fast. He kind of was, but he would just rake or strike out, and it's like, man, love that guy.
For basketball, I'd have to
yeah,
go Mike
it's easy
Miller.
to love those guys that are
Ooh,
just like the tough, like they make the plays that are dirty,
right.
and they just like do the hard work.
Right. Yeah. Mike Miller. That's a good one. I'm trying to think of Mavericks players who would be that.
Mike
Like,
Miller was just like hitting threes with only one shoe on.
right. Right.
Just get in there, get some buckets.
Yeah.
For the Mavericks, you got to go really old Jason Terry.
Dude. Yeah. Super old. But then, like, man, that 2011 team had a ton of old dudes who just like kind of has been like Peja was on that team. Stojakovic was on that team, won a championship. Jason Kidd was on it, Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler, like just all these old dudes.
Jason
And that
Kidd was old.
he was old in 2011. Like, yeah, old.
Old.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that guy
That's
played
just a cool
forever, huh?
memory. He played forever. I'm trying to think
You
who
know,
else is on that team.
or his sister lives like right next to me. So one of
Yeah.
my old bosses, I was working at a steel factory, and he came in. He's like, "You like basketball, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I like basketball." He's like, "I went to a barbecue out in this little town like next to us." He's like, "This guy was there. I was talking to him. He said he played basketball. I can't remember his name. He was little. His name was like Kidd." I was like, "Jason Kidd?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, that was his name, Jason
That's
Kidd."
crazy.
I was
That's
like,
cool.
"You were talking to Jason Kidd?" He's like, "Yeah, his sister lives over here. He's eating barbecue." I was like, "Wow."
Dang.
This really tall Asian guy I was talking to said he played basketball. It's like, I don't follow basketball that much. I know Jason Kidd is.
Yao
Right.
Ming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, talking ball. Dude, so that minor league game that I was going to on Friday, I know y'all got my little video in the group chat. I had the party shirt on, cracked
Oh,
open
yeah.
a nice clear American. I was on the road, rained out in the fourth inning, had to go home. So that was
Mm.
fun.
Wow.
But,
My
dude,
God.
front row tickets, my feet were on the dirt. Like I was right down the third baseline on the front row. And then sure enough, like middle of the fourth inning, just insane started pouring. And so, yeah, had to go home. It was a bummer, but
I had
how
one of
Team
those
name.
days the other day where
yeah.
the first job I got stiffed. The second job was an hour out of my service area. The third job, I was removing gutter guards and they were tarred into the roof.
Ooh.
And the third job I got rained on. And it was just
Dang,
like,
dude.
I just want to go home and, not wake up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a killer day. That, that's one of those days you just drive home the whole way home with no music or anything, just looking 10 and 2 the whole time.
Just like
Following every traffic rule,
Yeah, literally.
speed limit,
That sucks, dude.
tunnel vision.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the last time I haven't had anything like that in a long time.
Yeah,
We've
because
had
you have easy days. You have great customers.
We do have some pretty good customers. There's a couple of them that I'm like, if you're watching this, it's not you. I'm telling you
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, we got great customers, and yeah,
Been kind of like weird with rain here lately, like on and off kind of. So it's been like you just get caught in it, and what can you do about it?
right, yep. That's what we got.
Rain.
Me and Mike are doing 2 houses tomorrow, and I'm like, normally, because like we got rain that it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And normally, if I'm like, I don't want to do that house, I'd probably go ahead right now and shoot a text. Hey, still good for tomorrow, but I noticed we had some rain, blah, 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 blah. But this one, I'm like, I kind of want to do that house. I need the money. So I'm just going to wait and see. Hopefully, they don't say anything and I show up and, hey, I'm already here. Sorry, it's raining. But
Yep. Sucks to be you.
yep.
Well, if you have to reschedule and do a double header the next day, you can always do it.
Right. Well, that would actually be Saturday. I don't work Saturdays. Can't push it to Sunday because I also don't work Sundays. Mondays just aren't good for me. I'd probably have to just wait till next Friday. So,
Yeah.
It's my business model.
Be your own boss.
Yeah. Killer.
Got a question for you guys. Do you work with a hat on?
Every
do.
time. Yeah. The only time this hat is not on my head is at church, and that's a fight with my mom. It's like I only do it because my mom gets upset. If I could wear my hat in church, I would. The only time I don't have it on is Sunday mornings.
Yep.
Because I was moving and was wearing a hat, got a little sweaty, and just got like acne and shit. Like
Oh yeah.
I don't know how you just deal with that, but it was brutal.
Sometimes I wear a sombrero, big old
Right.
straw hat.
See, I don't even do that. It's just like throughout the day, especially in the summertime, my hair just gets so sweaty. And if I take off my hat, I have a straight red line right here, and everything up above is just bright red, sweaty and wet. And then you just deal with it.
Yeah,
Might consider the Bryce Harper, like
The
wet
gel?
rag or whatever.
yeah.
do
I got
that. Yeah.
brands. Get them real wet and get your head wet. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Right.
Yeah. I had someone ask me today, like, hey, when it gets real hot outside, do you just spray yourself with the water fed pole? Wouldn't that be so funny? And I'm like, yeah, so funny. And I'm like, I do that every day when it's
All the
hot.
time.
Every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm already wet. I'm already sweating. I might as well be cool. Uh-oh, dog on the pod.
Might as well.
Who is it? Let's
Little fluky.
go.
Window cleaning dog.
Let's go, dude.
A lot of
Nice.
energy.
I did a job the other day where they had 9 French bulldogs, and they were the fattest
Oh,
bulldogs I've ever seen in my life.
9 of them?
jeez.
Yeah.
That's too many, man. One's enough for me.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
Oh, jeez.
what are you feeding these guys? Are you eating them later? You're pretty round.
French cuisine. Ooh, somebody French just popped into chat, actually.
Let's go.
Stop over at windowcleaner.com if you want to talk to John B.
Yeah. And if you're here, say what's up. I don't know
Yeah.
if there's any watching us tonight.
There's 3 people that are secretly watching us, and probably 2 of them is Mike.
Two of them are Mike. Probably one of them.
He's got dual monitor incognito screen going.
Yeah. But
We've got
hopefully that just means
listeners though.
let's go. Maybe people are just busy and they're working. That's probably what it is.
When you get into springtime, it's late nights.
Yeah. I know how it is. But
So I got to ask you, Zane, this is on our document here.
okay.
What's worse, low water fed pressure or a bad squeegee rubber?
Ooh, geez.
I think I typed that question and now I'm still like don't even know what to say. Low water pressure drives me insane. Like it drives me crazy. I hate it. But having a bad rubber, you have to go back and kind of double your work to make sure you're wiping up some trails, and that's frustrating too. Both awful scenarios, but I would probably rather take, depending on how low the pressure is and how bad the rubber is, I'd probably take low pressure, even though that stinks.
Yeah, I've had a couple of jobs. Oh, a couple. I've had a lot of jobs with bad pressure before I started using pumps.
Right.
And I think you're right. If you have a bad squeegee rubber, you have to go back and touch it up. With
Yeah.
low water pressure, you can get it done. It's just miserable.
You take a little bit longer the first time. You don't have to come back around. But yeah, I don't.
You ever
That's a
been on
close
that
call.
job where you got like one rubber left, you put it in and it's a bad rubber and you're just like, I don't have anything left. Like,
Oh yeah, it's the worst. But then I would usually just call Austin and have him overnight some rubber.
hey, there
That's
you
what.
go.
That's the professional's choice.
862-822-2023. I remember one time years ago, had a system, first bad water pressure area, called WCR. John Lee answered. And he was like, yeah, you're probably on low water pressure. And I was like, I don't want that answer. I want you to fix my problem.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, I mean, you could poke a hole in the restrictor. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And it was like this giant house where it was like an add-on. So we bid the job for the house, but they added on. So it was like atriums inside,
Right.
gigantic glass outside. And I was just like, yeah, I'd rather just tell this lady I just want to go home. I don't even need this job. Take
Yeah.
this job and shove it. I ain't
Ooh,
working here no more.
little paycheck going on. They just announced Alan Jackson is coming to the Arkansas Razorback basketball stadium in September. So that may be something I have to go to.
I saw an Alan
Wow.
Jackson impersonator in Branson, Missouri.
Dude, Branson, I love Branson.
I was
Yeah.
there for the convention and I saw an Alan Jackson
Ah,
impersonator. He was pretty good.
what was his
That is
name?
where they have the
What was his name? I've known. He told me it was Alan Jackson.
Jackson Allen.
Smirnoff, that like Russian dude has that like not cafe, that
Oh yeah. The
comedy
show.
thing.
What's his name? I should know that off the top
Something
of my head.
Smirnoff,
I know what
Victor
you're.
or
Radulov, I think. Dodonov, something like that. No, let me see. Russian guy in Branson. Let's see
and
what
then
that
there's
means.
something else like
Yakov Smirnov.
yes, yeah.
Yep. Nice.
He's
How'd you
like
know that?
just from like knowing, I guess, like older comedy and stuff like that. He was
That's
like one
impressive.
of the first Russian comedians to come over and, like um I guess I don't know. He's like the carrot top of like
Right.
stand-up comedy pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
Do you
that
follow
Branson's like.
the guy from
Oh, go
Finland?
ahead.
What's up?
TikTok. Do you see the guy on TikTok from Finland, the comedian?
No, no.
Talks about how he doesn't understand English. He's pretty funny.
I haven't seen that dude.
Well,
Branson's like 3 hours from me. That's where we grew up. We would go to Silver Dollar City. We went. My grandparents took me in 5th grade, me and my brother, and we went to this place called Presley's Country Jubilee, and it's like old people Republican comedy, like very nothing wrong with that, but just very old and Southern style comedy. And I remember being a little kid and being like, "This is so dumb. Like this is the worst thing." And so a few years ago, we went back, and I was like, "Yo, mom, like how funny would it be? Let's go to Presley's Country Jubilee, sit there and make fun of it the whole time." And laugh at everyone, and like it would be so much fun. And we went, and I just genuinely loved it. Like I had such a good time. It was so funny. Like just the show itself, not even making fun of it. It was genuinely funny. And I was like, well, I am old now, so yeah.
What else do they have there? I know there's something else.
a giant Bass Pro Shop airport. I know that.
Used
And
to
by
be,
giant, I mean really small.
yeah. Used to be Kirby Van Birch. He was there, the magician guy. He had like a tiger or something weird. I don't know.
Tiger
I like
King.
where like Dolly Parton has her like Dollywood shit. Is it?
No, so she's got Dixie Stampede, which is at Branson, but then she's got her Dollywood stuff in like Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I think. Something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I know she's got Dixie Stampede. I may get canceled for saying that because I believe now it's been changed to Dolly Stampede.
Oh yeah, you can't say Dixie.
Right. It's pretty much just medieval times, but country. Yeah.
Is that what they say?
I like Branson, man. Branson was fun.
Branson's good.
Man, showing off the tank top and the tattoo. You got any window cleaning tattoos?
I'm waiting for Chris to pay me. I'll get a zero tattoo. Just waiting on cash
Dude,
money.
I'm wanting another tattoo bad, and I've been wanting to do a window cleaning one, and I've been trying to figure out what to do.
I told my buddy a long time ago, Chris was like making fun of a guy because he wanted like a WCR tattoo or a zero tattoo.
Yeah.
And Chris was like, I'll pay for it and give you $2,000 cash. So I'm waiting on the $2,000 cash.
Dude, I'll do that in a minute. Like easy.
Well, wait, you have to get the tattoo first, right? And then
yeah, payment is net 90.
Payment pending. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think I'd get a window cleaning tattoo. I'm gonna be a window cleaner forever. So
get it just
I
a
think I'm
clean
going
window
to.
on there.
there you go.
You don't
That's
see
like a
anything,
great idea.
right?
Yeah.
I've
Well,
got
hey,
my whole body covered.
your body's a temple, dude.
Just get pure TDS or something.
Dude,
Guys,
well,
S plus or S channel for the Mormon handle?
I use the S. I don't like the plus. Dog.
Ederay Brass, final answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So there's two
That's my go-to.
schools.
It's like 1 clip, 2 clip, red clip, blue clip. But, yeah.
Write
Yeah.
a children's book.
I could. No, I was talking to a dude at the barbershop I cleaned today. And he was like, dude, I was watching you clean, and I know you've been wanting another tattoo, and I just saw it. I could envision it. And I was like, okay, tell me what's up. And it was actually a pretty good idea. It's better than anyone that I've seen, but like old traditional kind of style coloring and stuff with like super white, soapy bubbles and all that with a squeegee pulling down in the middle to reveal like a nice clean finish or something. I don't know. Just it was better than any idea I had. So what up, Jacob?
Not a bad idea. I
Yeah.
get WCR on my neck.
Let's go, dude.
Just hope I don't get fired one day.
Yeah. You could.
What's that tattoo? I don't know.
Yeah.
Logo.
Yeah. Saw it on a magazine.
Thought it was sick.
Saw a guy with a Mormon tattoo one time, and I was like, not a Mormon guy.
I would get one of an accelerator.
There you go.
You change the channel though on the tattoo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably so.
It would be
Ederay.
Mormon and Ederay or Unger.
Here's a
It's
question.
been a long time, Jacob. I've been in the shower with my washcloth, putting on these fake tattoos.
There you go. What is the worst way that someone has butchered a name of a product? Like I had someone say Mowerman and Etori and you know what I mean? Like what's the most common or like the worst one that you've seen?
Like people say the Echo machine,
Right. Yeah.
you know, or
yeah, I get X0.
what else is
X0.
there? Let me look
You
at
get
the
zero
brands
with a
that-
Z all the time.
Yeah, Ettore.
People just don't even say Ederay. Like they're afraid to even say it.
They don't attempt, which I respect that sometimes. They're like, hey, I'm not going to try it. I'll just say Etor. Etor, Ederay, Ettore. I don't know.
Because it's what, Italian, right? So I always
Yeah.
tell people I say Ederay, I've heard a tour. Don't go by what I say. I say everything wrong. So you know, I say go with what works. You know, as long as you get the right product, who cares how you're saying it, right?
Right. Staccone, Staccone.
Staccone. Nobody has trouble with pure water power or PWP.
Yeah.
Nope.
No one has any trouble with Sorbo.
No.
And they've got the weird 2 dots things. You think that would
Yeah.
throw some people off, but it doesn't.
That one
I
guy
didn't
said
expect-
Zorbo that one time with a Z.
Zorbo. That sounds sick. Maybe they should. Zorbo honestly sounds cool. They may consider changing that. Zorbo. Yeah.
Zorbo. I wonder what that like umlaut does that like change? Like, are we actually saying it wrong because of that?
I don't know.
Could be. I went to
might
dinner
be.
with Mr. Sorbo one time.
How was that?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Me, Chris, Alex, Jersey, and Mr. Sorbo.
Man.
I think
Where'd
I've
y'all
heard
go?
that guy is like obviously one of the like OGs, but he's like a pretty wild dude overall.
Oh
And
yeah.
actually, you can tell by some of the products that are offered. I mean, like pretty interesting and like different ideas that he's got, you know?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: you would never think he was from California.
No.
Yeah.
Just talking to him, I was like, "You live in California? Are you sure? We have plenty of room in Texas."
Dude, I saw a video of his giant motorcycle. Did y'all see that? I don't
Mm.
know if that came across just my feed, but he had some crazy like hot rod motorcycle that actually looked pretty sick.
I was
It's like,
gonna say, I
that
knew he drove around like some sleek vehicles.
Right.
Pretty sure.
Jacob has talked to him on the phone quite a few times. Man,
They're best friends.
fancy. They may be. That video is old. Thank you, Jacob. I didn't know. It just came across my feed. So I'll be sure not to reference that.
I think I've seen some really old Sorbo videos. I could be wrong, and maybe they're not Sorbo videos, but they look like they're ripped from a VHS. I forget. I think there's one about hard water cleaning. Let me see if we have those on the website.
Dude, the videos on the website
Yeah,
are super
Sorbo
nice.
instructional technique DVD.
A DVD, wow. Huh.
Yeah, we've still got it for 2108.
Nice. Well, that's
Go
cool.
Sorbo. Pop that in your old PlayStation, and if you got the disc version, which I would always get. If they offer the disc
Yeah.
version, I'll always get that with a console. I don't know about you guys, but
I got the disc version. I've been doing good, man. I put it away. I gave it to Gracie in January because I was like, I'm too fat. I stay inside and play video games. That's all I do. And I said, take this away from me until college football comes out. Because I would just get rid of it forever, but I want to play college football because it's been 11 years. So I said that thinking college football came out in June. I then realized it doesn't come out till late July. So that kind of made me mad. But late July, I may have to buy that Sorbo DVD and pop it in the PlayStation.
there you go. Yeah, pop
Yeah.
that in. It's a good retro kind of watch. Obviously the like techniques and everything are still relevant, but
Right.
it's almost like how like people try and recreate the like kind of like the graphic style back then, how it was.
Right.
But this was original, and it's I remember I was trying to rip them to digital, but when I put it on my computer, it like ripped it up in a weird way that was like it would have
Really?
taken me like forever to do.
Right. Grubs, what's on your
You-
mind?
I had a customer text me, but my new texting app is not loading. So if you text me, it may take a second to me to get back to you. So
Yeah, I would prefer just to be called. So probably nobody text me.
well, I declined the call. I'm on the podcast, but I'm gonna get back to him.
Yeah.
Natural peach. Do they have natural peach? I didn't know this. I'm gonna have to look at that. I know they had a Saturday, like a natural peach lemonade, I think, if that's what you're talking about.
Whatever they have, put it in the new WCR koozies.
I don't
Freezing
have
every
one
year.
yet.
I got one.
But I got an order coming to my house. So I hopefully
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I might even be more excited for that.
yeah.
The koozie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Very nice.
Very nice.
Thanks to Zane for taking orders at 11 at night and then me falling asleep. Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. Yeah, Jacob texted me at like 10 o'clock, and I was like, wow, that's late. And then I texted him back, maybe not immediately. I maybe waited a little bit. I can't remember. I texted him back and then just didn't hear anything. I was like, okay, he's gone.
I think I put the shining endorsement of Zane. I even I was blown away.
Dude, that was
great.
very nice of you, Jacob. For real. Thank you. Like, that was really cool. No, I was just scrolling through some of my past orders and realized that his said he had something missing. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. So gave him a quick call, said, hey, do you have this? And he said, yeah. And that was it. And then he left me a very shining review. And that was much appreciated. I appreciate it.
Review?
Well, not even a review, but a Facebook post on Pro Window Cleaning, which that was good.
We get 10 grand every time you mention our name in a review, and I've not got one yet.
We apparently do. I don't know. I'm waiting on that check as well, I guess.
That's a net 90 check. You'll be waiting on that one for a while.
Right. Okay.
I got to start pushing that.
If you haven't left us a review, leave us a review.
You could leave us a review on the site or Google or something. That would be splendid.
Splendora. Jacob said that was Bush Peach. I haven't had Bush Peach. Sweet stuff makes my stomach hurt, man. Can't be doing all that.
Yeah. Dude, did I show you all my new Legos that I did?
No.
Oh, wait.
I'm trying to find, so that little area right there, I need to find something where I can put a shelf or something to display the Legos, but I have one that's over on the other side of the room I can grab if y'all want. But
yeah, let's see it. I'm always
Paul Walker Nissan Skyline.
Ooh.
That's the newest one. Hey, I did all the stickers and graphics and stuff myself. You can see in the engine bay GT.
Excuse me, those are decals. Thank you.
Decals. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. There's Paul. He is safe and sound in this car, unlike real life. Anyway, the other one over there is a bonsai tree. I can grab it if I need to, but it's
grab it.
It's cool. Okay.
I would love to see it.
Jacob said he drinks Mexican beer. Are you a Pacifico or Modelo or Corona Premier, Dos Equis? What are you drinking?
Drinking beer?
Somebody's drinking beer.
I don't have any beverage with me at the moment.
That new apartment's empty.
Yeah, I got to stock up, honestly. Rent's coming up.
Peep the bonsai.
Ooh, get the hell out
Which
of
it's
here.
it's a bonsai tree, but you can also do cherry blossoms. So I did cherry blossoms, but
Oh my God.
those are frogs. It comes with a little base. Dude, the reverse is messing me up so bad.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually, I will get a nice little shelf to put all this stuff back there. But yeah.
Wow, look at that.
That's what I've been up to
I didn't
since
know.
we did podcast.
What the hell else do they have from Lego? Jesus.
They've got a ton of stuff. I don't really even get into cars at all. I'm mostly Star Wars. Like,
how do you get around?
True. Yeah, I'm more into scooters, but no. Yeah, Mike. Hey, don't even say that. Stop. You're gonna get me in trouble.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're lucky Gracie's asleep. She was watching the podcast, but she's asleep right now. If she saw that, she'd be mad.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either, dude. Yeah,
Anyways.
but no, I don't like those. I like Legos, Mike. That's what I like.
Legos are my favorite.
Yeah. But no. Mike, why did you delete it? I didn't see he deleted anything. But yeah, this is the best podcast in the world.
You got to screenshot everything for proof, just to hold people accountable.
But yeah.
All
right, Zane, I got to ask you another one.
Okay. Yeah.
Are window cleaners superstitious?
Superstitious is a very unique word. I don't know, because there's probably some stuff you could qualify as superstition, like people who just like use, hey, this is all I've ever used, I'm not going to use anything else. I don't know if that's superstition per se, but there are some weird qualities like that where people will swear up and down that razors, they can scratch glass, but they'll swear up and down that you can't razor glass or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's weird little qualities like that. I don't know about superstitious, but there are some weird. Prove me wrong, though. There are some things like that. But what do you think?
I every day put my left shoe on first and tie my right shoe first. And I get a Monster and a Roller Dog at the gas station. That may just be because I like Monsters.
But is that superstition, or is that just like ADHD or something?
Hold on, that might be a light OCD, but you're putting on the left shoe and then tying the right shoe. The right shoe is not on, but you're tying it, and you're not tying the left shoe. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, man, it's superstition. And every day for the past 7 years, I've fallen off a ladder. So I'm thinking
Oh
about
no,
switching.
the lower rung. That's where the birth of the name came from. It was the
Sock
first thing you
shoe,
saw when
sock
you
shoe.
woke up.
There you
Dude,
go.
I saw my buddy fall off a ladder either yesterday or 2 days ago, and I couldn't help but laugh because this is gonna sound horrible, but he was holding a razor and he fell, and the ladder like crushed his foot. And he wasn't like worried about the razor; he was worried about his foot. But he was holding the razor on top, like holding the top of the razor.
Oh my goodness, dude.
I was like,
So,
are you okay?" And he was just staring at his foot. But I was like, that could have been worse. Could have been way
Yeah.
worse.
Dang.
oh geez.
First of
Yeah.
all, roller dogs from the gas station are America's breakfast. Okay, it beats Waffle House.
Oh
Sock,
no,
shoe.
out
What?
on that. Waffle House is goaded. I will say I am quite the tornado fan at the gas stations. You ever get those? The tornado roller
Yeah.
things? Oh yeah.
Some pepper jack cheese tornadoes.
Yeah. Yep. So good. But yeah, roller dogs, instant diarrhea. Yeah, your stomach is messed up. That's why, dude. You're drinking energy drinks and eating roller dogs.
Monsters, beer, roller dogs. You know, who wants to live to 97 anyways?
True. Yeah. That is pretty American. I'll give you that. You're patriotic.
Well,
Like
you might live past 97 with a diet like that. You always hear about those people who are like, I smoked a pack of cigarettes and I
right.
drank whiskey in the morning. You know, it's
I've
like,
drank
damn.
8 Dr. Peppers every day since 1963. Like
Yeah.
I'm fine.
What was that old lady who was like 107 and they asked her, like, what's your secret? And she's like, I don't know. I just drink a case of Dr. Pepper a day.
Right. Yeah. We had cases of Monster. Dude, I just bought a 12 pack of the white monsters. Ooh, that is my addiction right there.
Gotta
the
go with
white
the
Monster.
Arnold Palmer, the yellow rehab Arnold Palmer monster. That's the best one.
What is that one? I don't know that one.
Arnold Palmer.
I haven't tried that. That may be my
Tea and
next one.
lemonade.
Like
Wait,
sweet
hang
tea
on.
and lemonade.
Yeah.
But like, no, I mean I've tried an Arnold Palmer, Arnold Palmer,
But
sorry,
monster.
but not the monster one.
Bright yellow. It'll say rehab on it. It's the best one.
Wow. Huh. It was
That's what you
monster.
get after eating the hot dogs and drinking a lot of the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get rehab.
Yeah.
Pretty good. It's a good diet. And then you just go to sleep.
You wake up and you're like, oh man, I feel horrible, and I don't know why.
I think a lot of window cleaners are superstitious because people have these like they have a whole like almost ceremony with like changing the rubber and when they
Right.
don't change the
Yeah.
rubber, when they do,
That's true.
what they utilize like with their the bucket on a belt or I don't like the clip. People get very like particular, I guess. Maybe
Right.
that's not superstition, but it is very like people are set in their ways and that is a good thing, I think, in some cases, because there are a lot of different products that you could choose from that, and a lot of them do similar things. So
You know what I
find something that you like, nothing wrong with sticking with it.
a product I won't back down off of, and people can call me crazy, but
A ladder?
yeah, the Scream King is like my favorite tool that I use every day, and
Yeah.
people are, oh well, I would never spend $30 on a screen tool, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you can use a flathead if you want, or a paint can opener, but I'm telling you, this has a curve, a bottle opener, flathead screwdriver. They're like, well, it's $30. I'm like, oh, how much are you making an hour? Like, you
Right.
can clean one window and you got your $30 back. Like, I'm
Like-
telling you, it's worth it. And people are like, oh,
Clean-
I don't know.
Clean
like,
10
it's good.
screens. There it is. Like I don't know. I just sold one of the Screen Kings yesterday. Dude was like, "Hey,
They're amazing.
do you really like it?" And I'm like, "I love it." And he said, "Okay, go ahead." And I was like, "That was like the easiest sell I've had with that thing because typically you have to be like, I know it's $30, but it's awesome. It's got all this stuff." But this guy was like, "Okay, cool. You like it? Put it in there." I'm like, "Yes."
People
You would
always
almost
ask,
say,
like,
sorry.
make a list of what you like. And I send it to
Right.
them. And they're like, well, I don't like any of that. I'm like, you asked me
Yeah.
to tell you what I
Right.
like.
I would say if you're going to get a screen cleaner, get the Screen King along with it. I mean,
Yeah.
set yourself up.
And if you want
It's not
any
gonna
of
break.
those, our numbers are on the screen and we can process those orders. Just saying.
Yes, we can. Right there.
They are. And if you accidentally dial 862-312-2024 instead of 3, your hand slips on the pad. What can you do?
Yeah, we put free gifts in almost every order. So ask us about the free
Right,
gifts.
literally. Dude, so okay, what is the most requested free gift that you get? I have mine that I know for a fact. Almost every and this may be similar for you. Almost every Ultimate Residential kit that I sell, they always get, and it's worth it. They always get the deluxe trad pole upgrade with extra hose, an extra brush, some different connections and adapters. Like almost every single time someone gets a residential kit, they're like, throw that on there, and I'm like, cool. But like, what have you guys found is the most common free gift?
Well, it does change. I'll
Right.
say that. But
Right.
now, when the big scrubber was available at a certain tier, that was kind of 50-50 for me with
Yep.
the upgrade kit and then that. Um, so I would say that because if you're getting the residential kit, you're already getting the trad pole, so you might not
Right.
necessarily want or need the 8-foot pole there.
Right.
Um, I just think that the upgrade kit is great because even if you're not going to use it as an actual trad conversion kit, like you have extra quick connects, you have the extra
Right.
adapters. I mean, your stuff is covered under warranty, but just having it, I mean, even if it's
Right.
covered under warranty, that doesn't mean you're going to magically like get one there and then, you can't really find a quick connect so
Right.
easy, if one breaks on the job. So
Right.
get a set like that for free. You get 50 feet of the hose. I mean, it's almost a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
I
a
mean,
lot of choices.
for big orders, I'm totally in agreement with you guys on the trad pole upgrade kit. But for like smaller orders, I always tell people either fast lock or carbon filter.
Yep.
You got to have an extra one of those. And recently, a guy brought this up. It's at the very, very bottom, and I never look at it. But the Zero Ultra brass,
The Ultra valve.
yeah, that's a great option.
Yeah.
It's never going to break.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the
lot of
DI
people,
guys do that.
yes. Yeah. People look for like a better or like one solid connection that has an on off. And that's probably
Right.
the best one.
Right.
You want brass. I mean, it's only $10. I mean, kind of a no-brainer.
Right. Like really, really quick jobs. Like if you got a small setup and you got a DI tank or something, that is as fast as it gets. Just roll it out, plug that up, plug the 5/16 hose directly into it and go. Like there's a ton of people who run the small like car water fed setup with a DI tank and they love the ultra valve just because you can easily put it together. You don't have to have a big hose reel or sling a whole bunch of hose everywhere. Now, obviously a hose reel, pretty goated in my opinion, but in a pinch, that ultra valve is nice. So
Well, if you're talking hoses and pinches, I mean, come on.
hey, I mean, I
Not a
didn't say
problem, right?
anything. We use that. So we're in a really soft water area, but we have
Keep bragging.
a Zero Pure Max Plus for our soft water area. But we use that system to pre-fill our tanks, like in our vans. So like the Ultra Valve is real nice for that because we're not worried about the flow rate and trying to. All we're doing is just hooking it up to fill up another tank. So something like that is really convenient too. But
Yeah.
I know.
And no issues with the Zero Max Plus so far?
No. It could. No, I haven't had any issues. We're replacing the carbon filters, just trying to really make sure we're on top of the filter replacements, just because we know with how hard our water is, that we really need to be on top of that. But yeah, that 50 TDS is really eating into that membrane right now. Yeah, in about 5 years, I'll probably call you for a new membrane.
Blow off the dust of the
Right. Yeah.
carbon filter after a while.
Right.
Wait, does yours have the switch on
I
it?
don't think so. That was pre
Yeah.
RO
No.
only.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, ours doesn't have
Right.
that. Which I mean, I say that I'm talking it down like we don't use it. We really do. On a lot of our big commercial stuff, it's so nice to be able to have because each one of our 3 vans has a draw tank and our own pump, like our own delivery system. So then to have that, but then also be able to put in that system, like set that up somewhere else. Like it's just we can all go to a giant building and just bang it out super fast. So having that system is nice because especially not having to wind up all the hose and pull the van around and like just prop up the cart and go. Like it's really nice.
Yeah, one time Mike was on a job, and my wastewater is normally like 700 to 900, and his was 4.
Oh,
I think he was
Yep.
like backfilling his van with the
Right.
wastewater.
Yeah. It's awesome, dude. I love it. Like I just have a DI tank. It's the simplest setup ever. So yeah.
Pretty nice.
you how often have you replaced the resin out?
Well, so I would always, for a while, I had a half cube tank. So there I was probably doing every 6 months or so. But then I got a full cube tank, and then we gave my half gallon to Noah, and he paired that with his other half gallon. So we're both technically going through a full cube. Mine is just a full cube tank. Noah has pretty much a pre and a second. You know what I mean?
How
So,
does
but
your
pretty much
how does your full cube fit in that van?
it does. It's a tall van. Like the inside of it, the shell opens up, so
Oh.
it's pretty tall. It barely fits, but it's in there. You can see it when you come up here. But
I
yeah, it
saw it in
fits.
the corner. I was like, Mike, do you have a full cubic? He's like, yeah.
Yep, it's nice, dude. But no, yeah, probably once a year on the resin changing. Now Noah in his van, whenever the when the first one or when the second one starts to get above 10, then we'll replace the resin in the first one, move the first one to the second spot, and then change the other one to first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. But as far as replacing all the resin, I'm at about a year. Noah replaces half of his resin every 6 months.
I get a while on mine because I have the Zero Pure Max the way
Right.
it comes, and then I have a separate quarter cubic of resin.
Right. Okay.
So the resin in my system is bad. It's the same as the RO. It's at like 30 out of the RO, so 30 out of the resin, and then it
Right.
goes straight to the quarter cubic. So I'm at 0.
Right.
I haven't replaced the resin in like 6 months. It's
Yeah.
insane. Like I told my buddy, if you want to just never check the TDS, have your Zero Pure Max, and then add a half cubic little
Right.
DI tank, and then
Right.
you'll just never change it.
So that's a mounted system like in a truck, right?
Yeah.
So here's a question, because I've been getting, I don't know about y'all, but I've been getting a lot of people asking about mounting the systems. And like for me, we can do a mounted system easy because it's just a DI tank and then we're putting that into a draw tank. But with
Yeah.
the systems, you have to have somewhere for the wastewater to go, and people are kind of confused on that. So like, what do you do with your wastewater hose, or what are the best ways you found to kind of just move that wastewater away without flooding your tailgate or something like that, you know?
Yeah, we have a 30-foot like we cut ourselves of
Right.
5/16 hose.
Uh-huh.
So we'll put it on the waist and 30 feet goes into the ditch.
Nice. So you just keep it in the truck, and then whenever you set up on the job, you just take that out and let it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I've
Yeah,
seen
we have
some people that'll drill a hole through the bed and have that hose there permanently run through it.
yeah,
which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I've
do that
had
too.
customers rig up all these
Right.
pretty wild contraptions and
Yeah.
drilling vehicles, which is pretty
Right.
wild.
And if you really want to be super efficient, it is expensive. And I didn't start this way, but my favorite setup is a 110 booster pump, either drawing from the house or a buffer tank into the system, like a Zero Pure Max. And I run 350 feet of hose. I can run
Right.
2 poles off of that. I can
Yeah,
run
that's
one
great.
pole at 60 feet. I mean, it's perfect. And you have a small inverter generator on the truck, so just a 3-foot extension cord. Super simple. It's really expensive. You don't have to start out that way, but that is the most efficient way that I've found.
Right.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dope.
I just I don't want to say I hate to see people, but I really do hate to see people buy a system and buy a pole and they only have 40 feet of hose.
Right.
And you know that
Yeah,
shrinks when you raise it. I'm like, are you
Right.
gonna just drag that around the entire house? I feel
it's
really bad.
it's kind of like how you said that you wouldn't sell like a DI tank to somebody in a really hard water area. It's like if somebody wants a pole in a system, I'm like, get the hose, get the extra hose. Like I'm telling you,
Right.
I don't know, like if you if you can't imagine like being fully extended and then just having 10 feet and your system's like right over there. I mean, it's like,
Right.
how are you going to move around, especially if
Right.
it's 3 stories? I mean, it's just kind of a
It's
no-brainer to me. 100 feet,
just
3/8 hose,
right.
even, the 5/16 hose, easier to lug around. Either
Right.
one.
Yeah. And real quick, Jacob's leaving. I didn't know Squeegee Life wasn't on last night. They're on right now, apparently.
Oh, geez.
Um, So yeah,
Well-
Wednesdays, Jacob, I'm usually in church. I'm in a small group, so
Yeah, I'm on church too.
Can never really catch the Squeegee Life, but I do watch next day. I am appreciative that you come on the Lower Rung on Thursdays, and we don't want to be on at the same time Squeegee Life is. You guys go watch Squeegee Life tonight if you're
Yeah,
around.
switch on over to that group.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Sweet.
we're over an hour anyways, so we'll go ahead and sign off. But like I said, we're not yet. They are, but not yet. We don't know what time.
They'll
So
go at 7 probably.
we are sales reps. So any orders or questions, we have our numbers on the screen. And unless you guys have anything else to add.
Yeah, questions on any of the products we discussed or any other ones that you find on the site, give us a call.
Yeah. I speak for myself and everybody. We really appreciate you guys tuning in and placing orders and, just letting us hook you up and help you out. It's awesome. So we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And,
Show the teeth.
Jacob, eventually, maybe put a little word in. We'd like to have a Lower Rung Squeegee Life intertwine podcast.
A web of all the window cleaning podcasts. Let's get it going. Or we could either do a feud. I'm down.
Or a feud. Yeah. We hate you guys. Yep. We hate you.
Bring the views.
I love you guys. I don't hate you guys.
You guys.
Can we stop fighting? I want my sticker. Yeah. Okay. I got to get these stickers sent out somehow. I didn't expect everyone from 80,000 miles away to want a sticker. So I guess I got to buy some envelopes.
Yeah, Antarctica. They're asking.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
So
Alaska,
Anyway.
Guatemala. We'll see you next week.